Here's an update on our weather for North America, being the lower 48. We have starting off today with a very nice day across much of New York, Pennsylvania, New England, southern New England for that matter. Across the Mid-Atlantic here, this is where we're dealing with many parts of the Mid-Atlantic. This is outside the MeteoMark studios, the sky cam currently. Well, whenever you are viewing this, this is actually on Monday, late Monday afternoon, early Monday evening here, and you can see the sunshine is out, not a cloud in the sky, and the temperature has soared to 69 degrees here. So this is a very nice day across the southern tier of New York. So we're going to get right into the photos that many of you have sent me, and I thank you for sending me these photos. And we're going to start off with Mary Thompson from Alabama. We have a springtime buddy here in the windowsill. Look at this. Look at this guy. He's coming out for spring. Here he is, and you can see he's looks very much like a gecko. You can see it's like wow, very nice. Guess these critters are out and about down south. Nice to see them out though. That means spring has sprung. And we take a look at the next photo. This is one of these sundog photos. You can see the halo just right above the sun here. This is a really nice shot here. And you can see the wispy clouds. These are cirrus type clouds. These are high crystallized clouds in the atmosphere, and they create this haloing effect around the sun, and it scatters the light similar to a rainbow. Only this is not a rainbow. You don't see a lot of different colors with this, but you do see the standard halo around the sun. Very nice shot. And here we got cabbage and Brussels sprouts growing in Alabama. Yum. This looks good. I like fresh fruits and vegetables. And you can see this is very nice garden. Very, very, very nice garden. I can only dream of this right now, considering up north we still do not have our buds on the trees or anything. The grass is not even green. So this is really nice from Alabama. Thank you, Mary Thompson, for sending those in. And she says she ate one. Oh, that must be good. Alright, let's take a look at a few other photos I had people send in. I encourage you all to send in photos if you have them that are... Here we go. We have Kyle Kinkoff from Cleveland, Ohio. This was taken yesterday, I believe, a very cloudy day across the Cleveland area. But I believe it was pretty warm. Well, warmer than many of the days have been across much of Cleveland. So thank you, Kyle, for sending that in. You can still see the leaves over there in Cleveland are not on the trees yet either. So, kind of depressing. Spring is at a late start. And we head on over into the rest of my folders here, and we got Lucas D. from Linden, Texas. And here we go. Saturday photos. Here we go. More springtime pics. Here is a nice, really nice backdrop of a forest here. All the leaves are on the trees. Very nice. You got the nice light, sunlight coming through the trees here. Nice forest. Hopefully we can have that sometime north here. And we got a nice sun effect through the trees here. Really nice. Thanks, Lucas. You can see the sun greasing through the leaves here. And we've got very nice clouds here, a nice cloud pattern in Linden, Texas here. You can see the nice altocumulus clouds pretty much covering up much of the sky. And we have another picture here of very nice, this is an interesting cloud, interesting shaped cloud. And you got more cumulus clouds building up, although some of these are a little bit darker, so some of these are actually building up to higher levels in the atmosphere. So you got heavier crystals up there when you start to get into the darker colors. So, thank you, Lucas, for sending those in. Oh, and we have more photos here. Oh, very nice. We've got Derek Rentschler from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Look at springtime is in the air here at the, looks like the end of his driveway here. Look at these nice flowers. It wasn't too long ago he was sending me photos of his snowman out front, and now we have photos of his flowers here. Very nice. Look at this, and here's another shot here. Springtime is in the air. He does say that it's been dry and he hopes that the rain comes soon. So hopefully we can get some rain for Lebanon, Pennsylvania. And it looks like we are going to get some rain for Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Let's take a look at what we got going here, the scenario. I'm going to bring up quickly the actual scenario we're looking at, the low pressure track. We're going to be looking at a blizzard here in the northern plains. So I'm going to cut right to the chase here. And this low pressure system is going to move up across the plains. We're having severe weather across Kansas today and into tonight, but that's going to push across portions of the south and extend towards Texas later tonight into Tuesday and into Wednesday, and head east in the Mississippi River Valley. Could be under the gun, and we could actually put parts of the Ohio Valley in a slight risk of severe weather into Wednesday night, and into early Thursday as well. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. The most problematic areas, considering the blizzard, will be up here just northeast of Denver, extending up towards just south of Bismarck. This is where we could get anywhere from 6 to 8, as much as 10 inches of snow, with wind-driven snow, 45-mile-per-hour winds. So that's what we're looking at. The low pressure is going to track up across the Great Lakes like this and spread some nice warm air even into the mid-Atlantic. This is, we'll actually see in the yellow, or the orange shading for that matter, general thunderstorms extending into southern Pennsylvania, Maryland, and we could actually see some severe thunderstorms crop up in portions of Virginia. And I'll talk about that more in detail as we get into the later maps. So we got across the south, this is where we'll see the greatest risk of severe weather, mainly eastern Oklahoma, eastern Texas, Arkansas, eastern Kansas, Missouri, parts of Louisiana, and extending towards Mississippi, Tennessee, and up towards western Kentucky. And portions of the Ohio Valley, will get in on that later into Wednesday night and Thursday. But that's what we're looking at for the generalized scenario. This low pressure will head up across, and I will talk about a possible snowstorm for New England come this week. And yes, I said snowstorm. So let's get right into the day-by-day amounts. Oh, there will be areas of heavy rain here across the Ohio Valley too, anywhere from 3 to 5 inches, and in the Mississippi River Valley, 2 to 4 inches of rain with those severe thunderstorms. So let's get right into the day-by-day. Tuesday, the severe weather threat shifts here into the Mississippi River Valley, mainly the western edge of it, parts of Dallas, just east of Oklahoma City, east of Wichita, Kansas City, portions of Springfield, St. Louis, and extending down toward Shreveport. These areas could see significant severe weather outbreak on Tuesday. Heading on into Wednesday, that area shifts more towards the Ohio Valley, possibly as far west or east as western Ohio, and extending down towards portions of the south here, heading on into Alabama, the Panhandle of Florida, New Orleans, these areas. And on into Thursday, portions of course, later Wednesday into Thursday, portions of eastern Virginia actually look to actually break out into some severe weather, and here heading into the southeast here. And let me explain that. Let's take a look at CAPE values. CAPE values are the measure, of course I explained it in my last video, but CAPE values are the measure of the amount of instability, available energy for a thunderstorm to develop. And this is the area across for Tuesday. Dallas, Shreveport, look at Shreveport in excess of 3,500 joules per kilogram here. Extending up towards Kansas City, Dallas. These areas that are in the darker shading and fuchsia colors and white colors, these are the areas that are really going to be under the gun for extreme amount of severe weather, lots of wind shear. But just because you're in an area that has a high area of CAPE does not mean a thunderstorm is going to form, but it's a very good potential that portions of these areas could see severe storms. This area shifts further east on Wednesday, Shreveport, Houston, up to just into the western Alabama area, and then on up to the Mississippi River Valley. This is the area on Wednesday. And look at even up into the Ohio River Valley here. We're talking about CAPE values in excess of 1,000 joules per kilogram. That's enough to get some severe weather, isolated severe. Then you look over towards Richmond, Virginia. Look at this. This is where we're getting into the possible wobbling of the front And if we get a trigger in the area, there is enough CAPE here in Richmond, excess of 2,200 joules per kilogram. We could see some storms fire up around this area too. So keep an eye on that. I'll keep you up to date on that. That's our CAPE values. Now we're going to head right on into the actual temperatures. We're going to be on a roller coaster ride as far as temperatures in the east. Look at this baroclinic zone. Baroclinic zone is a sharp contrast in difference of temperatures across the northeast states, across the Midwest, and these cold temperatures here in the plains, 20s and 30s, supporting the blizzard. Here in the northern New England area, we're going to be held down into the 40s. That's with the backdoor cold front and the stationary front that's draped across much of the nation that I showed you on the big picture map, as I call it. And this is the areas we're going to be watching for continued concern. But we see this warming trend continues, 70s and 80s, extending on up to southern Pennsylvania, into Virginia, the Ohio Valley, and extending down into the south here. But that sharp cutoff as the cold front presses across the country by Thursday and Friday will be eroding away this nice warm weather. Out west, conditions are very unsettled and much cooler. So that is what we're looking at for the historic severe weather outbreak. Well, it's not going to be mega historic, but it's something we haven't seen yet this far this year. And many of my viewers have been saying and calling in, emailing in, whatnot, saying that wait till May. May will be the month that the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast states get hit with some rounds of severe weather. And that I completely agree with. And I'll have a spring outlook video to update you on portions of severe weather across the Northeast and what that means for you as far as damaging wind, large hail, frequent lightning, and torrential flooding rains. So that pretty much does it for the lower 48 here, the severe weather outbreak, the blizzard. But I want to clue you in on something here. New England. This low pressure system that rides up in the Ohio Valley, our models are indicating a second low pressure system developing, and our current thinking is it depends on where this low forms, but we think it's going to form a little further east of Long Island instead of closer to New Jersey, and hit up the coast of New England, spreading a swath of snow up into portions of northern New England, mainly the White Mountains, mainly northeastern New York or the Adirondacks, and heading up into Maine. Southern New England, especially near the coastline, heading into interior New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. I am not expecting anything out of this, at least for the time being. That's going to do it for MeteoMark. Like me on Facebook at MeteoMark. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Here's a 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira and the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania. We're going to start off with your Tuesday. Tuesday looks very nice. Mostly sunny with a high near 70 across much of the Susquehanna region of New York. It'll cloud up towards evening. We'll get some sprinkles and showers, and that will greet you for your Wednesday morning. But we'll start to see some clearing throughout the day. It won't be as sunny as Tuesday. We'll manage to crack 66 to 68. Heading on into Thursday, that's where we get the cold front approaching, the stationary front coming together, and that's where we'll get some heavy rain on the order of 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch possible. And then we head on into Friday. That's where we get the cold front, and temperatures start to drop into the 50s and eventually 40s towards the weekend. Overnight lows will be very comfortable and actually kind of warm for this time of year, in the mid to upper 40s pretty much every night, with some nights in the low 50s. That's going to do it for MeteoMark.